Once upon a time, a boy was walking through a forest when he felt that he heard a sound. He looked around, but he didn't understand where the sound was coming from. He stood silently for some time. Suddenly, he heard the sound again. He walked towards the source of the sound, and the more he walked, the louder the sound became. He saw something and looked down to see that a bear cub had fallen into a large pit. He rescued that bear cub from the pit and took it home with him. He fed the bear cub and raised it. The bear cub began to grow along with him and would accompany him even on his small journeys. They became best friends. He would share all his belongings with the bear, and the bear would be with him even while sleeping. You might have heard plenty of folk stories like this, right? Have you ever wondered what makes these stories special? These stories always happen in a fantasy world. That is, the things that are unlikely to ever happen in real life will happen there. Isn't it? Or is it? The Polish soldiers who were sent back by Russia after the German attack were headed back to Europe. In the middle of the journey, they noticed an Iranian child standing there with a small bear in his hand. The soldiers were fascinated at first sight and wanted to own the bear. They traded the child some chocolate for the bear, to which he obliged. The soldiers took a liking to him as soon as they saw him, and they decided to name him Wojtek. They all saw him as a mere child. They gave him milk inside specially made bottles created just for him. The soldiers became Wojtek's parents, since Wojtek had lost his parents when he was young. And so he began to grow with the soldiers, and soon he was learning habits of the humans as well. His chief pastime in the evenings was sitting at the campfires with the soldiers. He even slept with them. He began to accompany the soldiers to the war, where his main job was to carry the shells needed for the fight to the cannons. He tried to help while seeing them do it, but the soldiers didn't make him do all of this. Because of this, even the high officials were fond of him. To strengthen the Polish army and air force, Poland signed a treaty with the British government. In the battles that took place later, the Polish army worked according to British rules. But there existed a small problem. The British High Command didn't allow animals at camps. That was a huge blow to Wojtek and his friends, since the Polish soldiers found it difficult to separate from him. He had become really close with them. The Polish army began to think of ways to keep him with them, and so a soldier came up with an idea. What if we officially make Wojtek our soldier? Even though he meant it as a joke, those who heard him took it quite literally. So a new member was added to the Polish military team. Wojtek was assigned to the private rank. Because he was a soldier, Wojtek had his service number, pay book, and salary. Wojtek participated in all the battles that happened later. He hadn't forgotten his duties in the war even then. He would carry boxes weighing up to 45 kilograms. Wojtek was a blessing to the British-Polish Army. He alone could do the work of 4 men. The British-Polish Army saw victory in all the battles where Wojtek participated. Due to the results of his constant effort, he was promoted to the corporal position. Not only that, but considering his dedication and respect, they even changed their company's logo. After the Second World War ended, the soldiers took Wojtek to Berwickshire in Scotland. They were stationed at Winfield on a farm near a village on the Scottish border. Gradually, the villagers began to recognize Wojtek. He soon gained popularity among the locals and journalists. and was recognized by the Polish-Scottish Association as an honorary member. Following the end of the Second World War, the government began to disband the army. The soldiers couldn't do anything about Wojtek, so they sent him to the Edinburgh Zoo. Crowds flocked to see Wojtek. Those who came to see him had huge smiles on their faces, but he only smiled when his old friends came to see him. He spent the rest of his life there, and after 16 years of retirement, Wojtek died at the age of 21. He is still remembered by the Polish people and army, that naughty bear cub who preserved the pride of their country.